Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays XCOM Enemy Unknown for absolute beginners. We are assaulting the alien base. So yeah, I think I mentioned there being two groups last time. That's because this path splits into two. So generally our best bet is to okay, technically the path splits into three. So I'm just going to hope for the best. Now I think there's a door at each end, which is why I'm confidently moving my sniper. Oh, I may actually have to use end mission for this one. Not end mission. And I've just managed to move both my snipers in one direction, so we'll move that one back. Okay.
Hunt them down.
Okay, usually the path splits into two. I think on this first bit it's actually in three. So we've just got one down the middle. Let's see. Nope. And this is our heavy. Right, so one gets assault, one gets heavy, fair enough. So, end turn, first time I've ever used that, I think. Right, so I think we're unlikely to get attacked until we open the doors.
It looks like we found where they've been taking the abductees, but that still doesn't explain what the purpose of all this is.
Although I'm beginning to think I'm remembering this wrong. But let's see. Let's persevere. Oh yeah, there's the door. That's fine. There is the door. So it's a little bit of a worry that there are three paths and we're only covering two of them, but generally speaking, if you do two of them, you tend to be okay.
Shh. You hear that?
Having two snipers is generally invaluable for this mission. Is that open? I think that is open. I think I'm remembering things slightly wrong. Okay, this may be more risky than I'd realised. So the main thing with this mission...
Enemy spotted.
Holy cow. Is to take things slow and steady.
Missed the target.
You tend to get the enemy in specific groups as you progress. They don't tend to move toward you as such.
Damn it, missed the target.
So for once, we should actually outnumber them. Although I have to say I don't recall ever meeting mutons on this side of the door.
Here they come.
Incoming fire. Contact.
Hopefully the snipers are out of range, like not visible to the enemy. Because they can see the enemy using that squad sight thing we've got. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna use a sniper on drones, so let's...
Damn it!
Just completely miss. Okay, do I want to fire a rocket yet? I think I do. Means we won't have it for the rest of the mission, but takes the drones out, damages the cyber disk. I think that actually is worth it. Okay, good.
X-ray down.
So the muton's still a concern, but Cyberdisc can be absolutely lethal. How damaged is the muton? The muton's actually quite damaged.
Going in for the kill.
Okay, so this is incredibly risky. Yeah, that was stupid. Don't do that. Oh, there's still a drone left. There must have been 3 with the thing. Now, they're not very dangerous. They're only really a concern on the terror missions because they're still powerful enough to destroy civilians. But we definitely still want to take it out before we go any further, so usually what we do is we'll finish off a block of enemies, which I think we just have, and then everyone takes turns reloading before we go any further. So we need to be in this for long haul. We're already down a rocket.
Damn it, missed the target.
So,
We're green to go.
gonna reload snipers and everyone else on Overwatch.
Back in.
No one moving. Don't want to trigger any more enemies just in case it is possible that we can. Okay, snipers on Overwatch, everyone else
Ready
reload.
to rock. Rock and roll. Reloaded.
Slow and steady.
Ready to engage.
And let's not have any of
Making that noise.
dashing forward to take out mutons that I just did. That was not sensible. Worked out well, but it was not sensible. We just really can't afford to lose people. We've got 6 people for this mission and we are not going to get any more,
Bottom down.
and we need to somehow finish this mission with the people we have, so let's not take any more stupid risks. So as a general rule, I will... Oh, we've lost all our cover here. Basically the rockets destroyed all of these areas, so there's no actual cover. Not to worry. In theory, we shouldn't be attacked anyway. But there's another general rule here. The snipers and the other troops take turns to move. So the snipers stay on overwatch while the other troops are moving. We will reach a point soon where the troops are in place, and we'll keep them unmoving.
What's making that noise?
Probably before opening this door, and move the snipers up, because the snipers of course cannot fire if they move. Of course there's actually no door on this entryway, so we could end up in combat anyway. But I'm not opening this one either way. So next round we're going to get the snipers a bit closer because they're going to struggle to hit anything in this range. That looks like chrysalids.
Target acquired.
Okay, that's good, we've injured them. I guess we won't be moving the snipers.
X-ray neutralized.
You've had to might open that door. The last thing I need is a chrysalis getting anywhere near the soldiers, and there's at least one more out there. So I'm just going to overwatch it to death until it shows up.
What's making that noise?
It's a chrysalid, I just saw it. Although I have to say I might be in front of the snipers now. Although I'm sure as soon as we move, the darn thing's going to show up. Still, let's move a sniper that's at least likely to be needed. Okay, and then we'll move the one that's most likely to be needed. And hope he doesn't magically read our minds and decide that now's a perfect time to attack. To be fair, I could probably take it down either way, I just don't want to take any risks.
You hear that?
Or any more risks than we have to. Okay. Alright, I'm going to move you again. I'd like to have a sniper there behind cover if possible, but at the same time I don't want them exposed. But it looks like we may have to move forward. The chrysalid seems to have got lost. Let's take cover behind a giant explosive Illyrian power source. I'm sure that won't go wrong.
What was that?
Wasn't good, whatever it was. Right, I'm gonna move a sniper up at risk of being in a group. I don't really want to move anyone else if I can avoid it. And then move this sniper up as well. Drones. Does that mean we have another side of this?
Ah, missed. Contact.
Something worse.
X-rays coming in from the side. That is not good.
I have a horrible feeling it means there's something worse. Still, if we can take the drones out, it's a start.
Kill confirmed.
At least we still have a shredder rocket, I suppose. Ooh, might be able to get to cover.
Going in for the kill. X-ray down.
Cut him down.
What could they possibly be storing in those tanks?
Probably not the most useful place for a sniper to be at present. Now, it would be useful to get up there if we can. If we go there, we should have full cover.
Oh yeah. I don't think we're alone out here.
Something very disturbingly metallic sounding there. There's a particularly dangerous type of robot, and I have a horrible feeling we're going to have to fight one, which isn't great. Okay, so it looks like the sniper should be able to move there without being fired on, so that's good. Failed to notice confused that was my sniper. Oh well. Horribly aware that we are not covering the left side here. I think now the sniper's in place, I might start sending troops back down to head down this side.
What was that?
So you see what I meant about this being a fairly major league mission. It's not so much the mission itself, although it is a little bigger. It's more my approach to it, being a lot more cautious than usual. I suppose in the ideal world you'd be this cautious with any mission, but can we get... we might actually be able to get down there. I think we can. Okay, let's progress a little. It really does feel like we've actually cleared this section. So but
Back in.
I'm going to reload. Okay, more cryptonites.
Adjusting aim.
On the plus side, they should be effectively heading into a kill zone, so hopefully we should be alright. Kind of regretting sending that lone soldier out ahead, but we'll be fine. 100% chance.
Kill confirmed.
Of course, you do wonder if that actually means 100% or if it might be like rounding up. Could actually be like 99.9, so there's still a chance of missing. Should we actually move forwards? I'm kind of thinking we want to be able to help, if possible. Okay, more chrysalids eliminated. So it is a little bit of a war of attrition, basically, because of
I'm ready.
the way ammunition works in this game.
Rock and roll.
We can pretty much reset ourselves after we clear each area. Obviously if we're using the rockets we don't get those back, but
Locked and
we
loaded.
can reload everyone. So if we can move carefully, avoid taking any injuries,
Hear that?
then in theory we can keep this up all day. And there are only a finite number of enemies. So every enemy we take out brings us significantly closer to winning. I've already seen more chrysalids than I'm used to,
Going in
which
for
is
the
hopeful.
kill.
Because they're a comparatively easy enemy.
What in God's name are we looking at?
I didn't want to believe it, but it's clear the aliens have been experimenting on the abductees. What could they be hoping to accomplish through this?
Yeah, this is actually pretty grim. It's probably better, the graphics aren't that good. Keep the cover. I think we're all going to be coming down again, which is good. So we'll have all 6 people in one location for once. Hopefully not too close together. Right. Where can we go? It's got that bug where it's constantly seeing an enemy where there isn't one. This area is nice because there's lots of full cover. There's a chrysalid left.
He's down.
Hence the need to stay cautious, you see. Could have just assumed that all the enemies had been got rid of, gone blithely walking up there, and straight into a chrysalid's jaws. So, yeah. Caution. Slow and steady. Gonna have to leave cover here, so actually, do we?
Set him up, knock him down.
Not quite. I was gonna say if we send 3 soldiers up at once, it kinda makes up for the loss of cover because we've got 3 lots of Overwatch. But I'd forgotten that 2 of them are assault, although Boomer has already used up her run and gun, so we're more or less doing the same concept. I'm not sure what's going to be down here. It's one of those areas again where ideally we want to get a sniper in place behind cover.
Target acquired.
But first we need to check it's safe. Which of course it isn't.
I don't think we're alone out here.
However, thin men are not that dangerous.
Going in for the kill.
Still got to take him seriously though. Right, so there's no cover here, so only
Hostile spotted.
more thin men. Not complaining, could be worse.
Target's still up.
Actually slightly surprised at how many comparatively less dangerous enemies we seem to be getting.
No way that just happened. Got a lot of heat on me.
So this is still dangerous because ideally we don't want to get injured at all, and thin men are very good at being on target. For example,
Negative damage.
don't really need a headshot, but may as well really. By the time the sniper's in a position to fire again, I'm pretty sure she'll have headshot back. Okay. Let's get you there. Hope it's not in the cloud. Get poisoned if you run into the cloud. Now you'd think destroying his cover would be a good thing, but the thing is we kind of need that cover ourselves. Still, we got rid of him. We ended up losing all the cover in the room because
Dead and gone.
thin men keep using it and we keep destroying it.
Did you hear something?
Okay, well it's definitely time for her to move forward. And also reload.
Ready to rock.
Where is our sniper? Okay, can't actually see the enemy yet.
Hostiles pacified.
Hoping that might be all of them. Not going to assume though. Hang on, now let's do Overwatch.
Back in.
Locked and loaded.
Reloaded. Quiet. Did you hear something? Knock him down.
Okay. Well, at least there's still some cover left.
Cut him down.
Marvellous. entirely sure what this stuff's supposed to be. Is it meant to be lava? Is it something biological? Looks kind of biological. I think maybe someone just said, oh, it's an alien base. Make something weird. But I could be wrong. There's probably a really good explanation of it somewhere on the internet. Yeah, need to be aware that Coney is actually injured. Only slightly, but probably at more risk than the others.
Ready.
Really not looking the lack of cover here. Just hoping we're not close enough for it to be a major concern.
Something.
Just checking how much further we got to go. Okay, that's not so bad. Actually closer to the end than I would have assumed, which is encouraging. Because this has taken a while. Right. My fault, obviously, being extremely overcautious. Okay, want one both snipers ideally in a position where they can actually fire through the door. And I think we're probably going to head in. Excellent, a bit of cover. Something similar on the other side. Yep, good. Nice and far away from the power source as well, which is always nice. Because those things explode.
There's something out there.
I haven't heard anything else mechanical, which is good. It did seem a bit early for one of them, those massive robots that pretty much insta-kill anything if their attack hits, but you never really know.
Got hot in here.
Is this what the aliens do for fun? At least they're not playing computer games.
Yes. Way to insult your audience. Thanks for that. That's funny. Awesome. That was lucky. That was very lucky. More chrysalids.
Hostile spotted. Damn it. No, that is not good.
No, that is definitely not good. Still, I do think we're getting off relatively light. He says just as his soldiers are about to be devoured.
Shot wide.
Okay, thankfully they don't have enough movement left to actually attack, so hopefully we can take them down. Of course, if we miss every single shot, then there's not a lot we can do. Let's get the other sniper, because they've probably got limited... They probably can't see most of the enemy, so...
X-ray down.
May as well use their shots on the ones they can see. Okay, who's closest? You are definitely closest. And the ones furthest back should probably be next. In fact, let's get you closer.
Dead and gone.
Give him a medal for bravery, just for willing to be, just for being willing to get that close to a chrysalid. Right, put the others on Overwatch, but that wasn't so bad. Could have been really bad, but it wasn't. So the comparatively low, I don't know what you call it, level of the enemies? Not exactly level, but you know, the comparative amount of enemies that are relatively early on, from early on in the game, makes me wonder if the enemies you get are partly just based on the weapons and armour you have, because I feel like we've lagged a bit on weapons and armour. Either that or I'm doing this earlier than I usually would because I was panicking about the amount of panic. Maybe. But yeah, these
Reloaded.
enemies are easier than I'm used to, I think.
There's something out there.
I still think the caution is justified. So apart from the fact that we didn't know the enemies were going to be comparatively easy, we also still have the original conditions.
We're green to go.
As in,
We're green to go.
we're stuck with the number of soldiers we start with, we're not allowed to lose the mission, I assume.
Back online.
So it's worth taking your time on this one particularly.
Good as new.
Probably seems a bit wasteful, but it's the only injury we've taken. And he does have 3 medkits, so I feel like it's kind of justified. These blue things are transporter beams. They kind of allow you to move up.
We're green to go.
Just thinking it might give us the opportunity to come from different directions. One thing we can expect at the end of this one is
Locked and loaded.
a Sectoid Commander, which we've never seen before. But if you play through the starting tutorial round, then you will have seen it. Although you won't have fought it, but they're pretty dangerous. If there's only that left, then that isn't so dangerous. But we still want to take it down as quickly as possible. We could try to take it alive, but I'm not really intending to try.
Quiet. Did you hear something?
Mostly just trying to get the snipers back up on a level with everyone. Might put this sniper on Overwatch though, and cautiously, well, not that cautiously, check out what's ahead. Okay, so this is actually the end. This is what we came here to get. So if nothing else, there's going to be a Sectoid Commander nearby. Whether they will have any nasties for us, I do not know. But we're nearly there.
Shh. You hear that?
Okay, don't want to misstep this one. For some reason it's obsessed with wanting me to go down there. I would go here, where there's some cover. A little risky, but I'm gonna put having a sniper there would be awesome though. So worth a risk, I think. Okay, first things first, Cyclops goes on Overwatch. That is going to be very useful for us. Second thing second, we're going to start circling around up here. I'm expecting most of the enemy to be down by the big sky beam. So, in a sense, I kind of want to surround that. And probably point our weapons down into the centre. Find somewhere else for our sniper, that would be brilliant. I'm not honestly sure I even want to go down there necessarily. Quite happy to stay up here and take aim.
What was that sound?
In theory, if we could take the Sectoid Commander alive at this point, it would move the story forward, but actually that's something we don't particularly want at this stage. So in a lot of ways I would rather not. So no particular incentive to go down there. Happy to stand up here and fill it full of holes.
Look
Yes,
sharp. Enemies
it almost
rolling
looks
up.
like a larger version of the sectoid, but something is different. What is that energy?
You know, right now I don't want to find out. Let's just kill it and have done with it.
No way that just happened.
Yeah, pretty sure it did.
Incredible. That alien seems to have taken control of that soldier somehow. All of the advances we've made so far, they would be useless against this type of power.
Yeah, it's not great, is it? Okay, so here's where we kind of for the second time, if you've done the tutorial, come up against psionics. So basically we need to be careful not to shoot our
That
own.
alien is clearly different from the others. It's wielding a power unlike anything we've previously encountered.
Yeah, as I was saying, we want to be careful not to shoot our own person, so we're not going to be shooting there. The problem is, we possibly can't afford to do Overwatch either now, because... Ooh. Disabling shot? Maybe? Might be worth doing.
Fire in this zone.
No way that just happened.
Okay, it didn't work. So our own soldier is now going to fire on us. The mind control lasts a few turns before they manage to shake it off, I think. But it's definitely not good news. That's just interesting, because this improves willpower, which can help you resist this kind of control. So it almost makes me wonder if...
Help! Help!
So they can also make you panic. This makes you want to... Holy cow, that's unfortunate. Right. So the panicking soldier attacked the mind-controlled soldier. The mind-controlled soldier is now heading out to do goodness knows what. Oh, there we go. But on the plus side, we can at least finally take a shot. For once, I'm not keen to use explosives.
Adjusting aim.
Bad though this is.
Missed.
Although I may change my mind about that. Oh no, maybe not.
Taken care of.
Feels like we're finally turning the tide. Now that we've captured their device, the aliens are running out of secrets.
It's imperative that we begin the research as soon as possible.
Now that we've captured this device, we should probably be expecting the aliens to pursue us more aggressively. I doubt losing it was part of their plan.
There you go, so there were 22 enemies. Easier than usual, for whatever reason. Still a pretty stressful mission though. Always is.
Big Sky. The rubber's on the road and the kids are in the back seat.
Roger that, Voodoo 3-1. See you inside. Central out. Something wrong, Doctor?
Don't you think a victory celebration is a bit premature at this juncture?
We just neutralized their central command. We've got no other alerts on the entire system, and we took out their leader. In my book, that's a win, Doctor.
And of course it isn't the win.
Commander, I'm glad to see that I'm not the only one who understands this war isn't over yet. The existence of this artifact, which we believe to be a communication device of some kind, begs the question. If the Sectoid Commander was the alien leader, then who or what was it communicating with? I believe this is indeed the same creature we encountered when we made first contact with the aliens.
See what you
As
told
we
me.
have observed, it is somehow capable of using its mind as a weapon. If we were to study this specimen's brain tissue, perhaps we might be able to adapt this ability for our own purposes.
Okay. So right, we only actually had one wound in the end. That was probably because we did actually do some healing midway through. But yeah, so we've just been introduced to psionics, which can be absolutely deadly. But they can also, in effect, we're going to have to learn to use them ourselves. Got a bunch of extra goodies, some of which we can sell.
Remember, we will be watching.
So I don't know if you caught that, it said panic has decreased worldwide by 2. So you see things are looking much better now. And we've still only got 2 satellites out there, you see we're keeping those in reserve for when we really need them. Which means we lose out on a lot of advantages, we don't get as much money, so we're constantly hurting for money. But it does mean that we should manage to avoid losing anyone from the council. Hopefully, we did get quite close there, because we didn't have enough satellites in reserve. But fortunately, winning that mission has been enough to prevent it, so we should hopefully have a fairly glowing council report.
Incoming transmission.
We are extremely impressed with the progress of the XCOM project thus far, Commander. Your recent results were beyond our expectations, and that is not a statement this council makes lightly.
Well, I should hope so. So yeah, I've probably mentioned this before, but the expert knowledge perk we get from having a base here, you also get that perk if you get satellite coverage over every constituent of a region. So we're kind of missing out on that by keeping satellites in reserve. In effect, we're fighting at a disadvantage. But that is making us far less likely to lose people from the council. Okay, so...
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander. We're always glad to have more help down here.
So I'm now less worried about satellites. We've got another one on the way. What I am worried about is our appalling lack of kit. So I want a laser sniper rifle. In fact, I want 2. To start with, we do now have scatter lasers, which are effectively shotguns. I didn't draw attention to them when we researched them originally. But we could turn our assault troops back into close range. I question how valuable that is, so I might hold back on that one. get it eventually, but other things may be more valuable. Like, we could do with new guy, so that whenever we get new troops, they're promoted to squad. This is one reason I haven't got many troops yet. I'm waiting to get this. Iron will be useful as well early on. Obviously it's not that early, but as early as we can get it. Because the will bonus, the will is what allows them to resist being controlled. So, we need to sell some stuff. So basically want to sell anything that's useless. So the alien food has no research benefit anyway, and this is damaged, so that can be sold. Alien surgery, no research benefit, so we can sell it freely. Alien stasis tank, no research benefit, can sell it freely. Alien food, no research benefit. Alien entertainment, no research benefit.
The latest contact turned out to be a dud. Probably just another drunk pilot who fell asleep on a long haul.
So let's just sell the things that are useless to us. Can we afford anything here? We can. I want to get both of these, so I'm going to sell something else. So what's least important? Thin man corpses. You do tend to still get those, even late in the game. I think you still get sectoids as well, but we have far less sectoid corpses, so maybe not. And we do need those. I think they're needed to build the AIM uplink, which can be useful in UFO fights. So, Officer Training School, Iron Will. Don't Die on Me would also be useful, although critically wounded does tend to damage your will, so perhaps not as useful as you'd think, but nonetheless. So any new soldiers we hire now, we can afford to hire lots of soldiers because they will all immediately be squaddies.
Commander, our satellite is prepped and standing by for launch. We are ready to deploy it on your orders.
Thank you very much. But yeah, we're not, we basically don't have any money. So we can't hire anyone right now. A chrysalid corpse. Oh no, on 8 chrysalid corpse offered some rewards. I can go for that. I think they're useful for the chitin plating. Something we don't actually use. And also chrysalids do tend to show up all the time anyway. Did accept that, didn't it? I think I might click the right mouse button by accident. Yeah, it's just the arc throwers. I mean, it's not that the scientists wouldn't be useful, but we kind of need money more right now. Okay, so here's where I'm going to really regret not having any money, because we've actually managed to research for Titan armor, and I can't afford to build any. Still, it's all good. Right, so I would like to do an autopsy on the Sectoid Commander first.
This is an extremely dangerous species, Commander. Although not physically intimidating, the psionic power that this creature wields is perhaps the greatest threat we've encountered so far.
Yep, no kidding. So we need to learn all about it, and it starts with an autopsy. Okay, so we can now build psionic labs. We're going to need those. Do we want to do the hyperwave beacon yet? I'm not saying it's not important, but we do seem to have a little bit of a lull. So I'm wondering if it would be worth going into some of the other options. I wouldn't mind... Oh, hang on a minute, what about plasma cannon? Yeah, we need these because they can help us take down larger UFOs.
There's no way the aliens could have anticipated this outcome. We've crippled their entire support network. Of course, this isn't the end. We have no choice now but to take it further. We have to find their remaining ships and finish what they started. Nothing will ever be the same. The work that we've done here to adapt the technology of a hostile enemy force has advanced the scientific progress of mankind by untold generations. These weapons, these abuses of science, we still have an opportunity to use them for a greater good. We have paid a heavy price, but our efforts have not been in vain.
Ever the optimist. Right, I think, unusually, I might actually stop there. I usually wait till the start of a mission, because everything's paused. But I think they've given us a lull from taking out the alien base. I mean, we may be on the verge of another mission, but... we've gone quite a bit over time. Probably because of my excessive caution in taking that on. You can perhaps see why I've never actually failed at a mission, because I am pretty paranoid when doing it. So yeah, leave it there, but all in all, very successful, and hopefully we're on our way to actually winning. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.